This is an exciting time for your sign for sure. There is a lot brewing within you right now. And I feel like even though you're a water sign, this month you're showing just how bright and hot your spirit can burn. And you know what they say about people that play with fire? Play with fire, you get burned. But see, the conundrum is who exactly is getting burned? The way we perceive things in our life, the way we perceive our relationships, the way we even perceive ourselves can make or break. It's quite simple, yet what you're currently feeling and going through is complex on the surface anyway. And right now, you've decided to become the shark. You've decided to bare your teeth, show your strength and your grit. You're not taking it anymore. But with that comes sacrifice, painful endings. Everything that you perceived to be a positive and fulfilling situation, it's really been something that has stripped you of your light, of your happiness, of your ability to love, because you gave all you had. And now you feel like you've been just left to pick up the pieces on your own, while everyone else seems to be unfazed. This could even be vice versa. But there's definitely something brewing here. And when it comes to water, where there's fire, that can only bring things to its boiling point. All of the tears that you've cried over people that just made you feel like you weren't enough, over people that took your heart, your time, and your energy for granted. No longer are you the prey. No longer will you lay down and take it. No longer will you settle for less. No longer will you allow people to try to play you for a fool. You may be hurting right now over having to say goodbye to everyone you've known. Old ways of doing things, old lifestyles, your old self. These things are now falling away. Things have died. And there's a lot on your mind. There's a lot that you're keeping inside. There's a side of you that you hide. And I feel like that's definitely because of all of the times that you tried to show yourself and share who you are. It has been met with unnecessary opposition. Just like the ocean, we all have a part of ourselves that only resides in the deepest parts of our souls. Just like the ocean, all of the aquatic life that we think, we know and see and have discovered, there's so much more beneath the surface where the pressure becomes devastating and fatal. It can crush anything and everything if that person is not worthy and if that person is not ready. You can take that personally. You opened up just enough to reveal a little bit of your depth, of what you keep locked inside, tucked away from all of these vultures. All of these predators just wanting to attack those vulnerabilities rather than being grateful and embracing the beauty that lies within you. Instead of cherishing and observing who you are with awe, with wonder, they decide to dismiss it, minimize it. They're tired of it. Because you've given all of yourself. And now you're like, what do I have to show for it? I'm done. All in the name of love. You have taken the abuse. And now you've decided that it's better off being alone than having to watch someone take your heart and carelessly just throw it away. There's so much conflict around you. In your relationships, within yourself. See, while you take this time of quiet introspection, you start to see very clearly where you stand in your relationships. You will see the true colors of everyone around you. You will finally stand up for yourself. You finally choose yourself rather than continuing to choose the same people who continue to not choose you. The things that caused a lot of friction between you and everyone. I feel like this is looking at your entire life, your family relationships, friendships, old lovers, even new offers of love, workplace, co-workers. It could even be somebody in the grocery store, somebody that you stumble upon in passing. There's a lot of conflict. And I'm hearing taking someone's kindness for weakness too many times. In the name of love, you decided to give those chances. Now you see you've given way too many. You stayed involved for too long. You gave your mind, body, and soul to what you wanted in your life, what you loved. You gave your all, but people are not willing to make that same effort. I even see financially that you're dealing with extreme stress, where there's always some negative energy. There's always that lingering toxicity that seems to seep into everyone else little by little. You're expected to go above and beyond your job title, your requirements. for less than you deserve. And you finally decide, I'm done with that too. I'm putting the wands down. This is too much. It's enough dealing with my own issues, right? You know. And I'm trying to take on yours too. And you're not even trying to meet me at least halfway? It's time to pack your shit up and get the hell out. Whether it's literally or figuratively. All these burdens that you were carrying that weren't yours. People were just putting all of their mess on you, on your shoulders. They were projecting all of these things that they are onto you. When everyone knows, everyone involved knows damn well that none of that makes sense. You've already proven your worth. You've shown that effort. You've shown love, period. You didn't just say it. But now you're stressed. You're feeling drained. You are not moving forward with anyone new, any new friendships. And I feel like it's because deep down inside, although the tears have dried and you've thrown them out of your life, whoever these people are that have done nothing but take you for granted, you still have a lot to release. As I said before about the ocean. There's a lot that we'll never be able to see. It won't be visible to the naked eye. But subconsciously, there are still some things that you are working through. There's a lot of hurt. Now, this is translated into not seeing your potential. In some way, you are unable to tap into that source because of all of these subconscious blockages and all of the pain that is in the deepest parts of the ocean of your soul. So many people have tried to manipulate things and to deceive. someone took their position in your life. They took that power of their position in your life that you gave them, mind you, and they abused it. You're expected to do everything, do all the work, while everyone gets to sit around and watch you do it without a care in the world. Here we have a part of you that has been clinging so tightly to what you thought you had. Because the fear of starting over, the fear of never being able to find someone that understands you, or to find someone that you can connect with. You fear that you won't ever have that. You fear that you won't be able to find new opportunities. You won't be able to find anything better. So you hold on, hoping that things will change. They don't. And it gets to the point to where you realize, I can be mad at them all I want, but I've been doing it to myself. I held on to my own destruction. So if this is in the form of someone that you were in a relationship with, or someone in your family even, you could be holding on to these relationships because you may feel, some of you may feel, that that's all you have left at this point, because everything else seems to be falling away. Everything else is ending. You're leaving behind everything. But it's hard when you're still dealing with someone that you haven't gotten over, period. You can't get over them because you won't allow yourself to feel the pain of having to accept that there's nothing left that anyone can do, because you gave one too many chances. And now it's undeniable. The past doesn't suit you anymore. You're not who you were when you first met all of these people. You aren't the same person that you were when you were still around your family members, or around, people from your childhood, someone from long ago, people from long ago. It's not the same. And I feel like you're taking action here to slowly but surely move on. I see that there are new offers coming in. So it could be a fellow water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is someone who, may shower you with gifts, money, anything of material. They have given it. But see, the one thing that they didn't give, that you wanted the most, was a real commitment, a real effort. You wanted things to be equal, mutual. You can only do so much, right? And you know, it's interesting because there are a lot of beautiful shifts to look forward to after coming out of the rain. Coming out of the storm. It's like a tornado just blew right through you. You know how it looks when the roof of everyone's houses is everywhere and cows are strewn here and there, and you know your tires are up there, and you know your baby is off to the side in a patch for some reason 80 miles away, and you know just everything is in shambles. And through the rubble you happen to find maybe a photo that captured all of the good times, simpler times, times before the storm, before the damage has been done. And it only reminds you of just how much it hurts to see how things turned out now. This is with everyone. I feel like you were hoping for things to change, for things to get better. You put your faith in the people around you. All the while people couldn't do the same in kind. But you're healing now. See, there was a time that you may have spent here where the stress and the weight of this baggage attached to all of these things that have now come to pass. You're finally reaching a point where you are able to release it. Your wounds are now healing. You're able to stand on your own 2 feet again. You've decided to deal with people here that seem to depend on you in some way. You feel like all that you've been doing over the past few years has been for naught, because things ended anyway. No matter how hard you may have tried to fight for things and, you know, to discuss things and, you know, to forgive and try and move past the hurt, try and move past being stabbed in the back over and over and over again, hoping things can go back to the way that they were. But now the sun is shining. You couldn't see clearly because that damn storm It was pouring down so hard that there was no way for you to see the path ahead. There was no way for you to move forward. Now the sun is shining. It has illuminated everything that was hidden. Everything that has been buried deep within yourself. People were wearing masks. It's beyond clear. And now, I see you taking those steps to move forward, to say goodbye. You're making room for new opportunities. You're making room for long-lasting, healthy relationships. Because slowly but surely you're rebuilding yourself. You're regaining your footing. You're regaining stability. You are putting yourself out there. You're slowly working towards realizing your worth, what you will and will not put up with, how you're going to go about your aspirations. You're just healing right now. So as you work on the inner, you've decided to shield yourself from the outer, because the outer has done nothing but cause upset, bring disappointment. You want more out of your relationships, out of life. You may even want more out of yourself. You want more out of your job. You want to feel like you're actually contributing to society in some meaningful way rather than doing some monotonous, pointless position that makes no difference in the world. You realize all this time that you've wasted with people who tried to cut you down, the people that you have stood by at their darkest times. Now they're nowhere to be found. Someone here has decided, could be multiple people even, external to you. They have decided to double down on their nonsense, on their ignorance, and when they drew that final blow, in the back of their mind, they think that they have a victory over everyone. They think that they've won something. They think that they've done something. And you may be hurting right now, Pisces, but see, that's the thing. Again, like the depths of the ocean, there are things that people will never see. especially if they're not on your level. I feel like other people are realizing your potential, and you may have been struggling with that for a time due to the manipulations of others around you. Put downs from family members, bosses. You may be dealing with a streak of jobs where you just feel like, damn, every time I feel like I'm getting somewhere, it's like I end up in the same place. So now, the world is your oyster. And the willpower to close these chapters is very strong. But you may be fearing what's on the other side of this open door. The people that you felt like you could tell everything to and to be yourself around and to truly be happy with. It's scary to have to come to terms with having to cut it off, walk away, and go on your own. We may have gotten so comfortable with an unfulfilling or multiple unfulfilling situations due to comfort. At the time, you may have felt like it's easier to hold on. I've already held on this long. I've already put in this much. So why not? But in the end, you are focused on tending to the spiritual. You may be seeking counsel to help you work through any grief. I'm hearing PTSD. Some of you may have even developed PTSD for dealing with certain family members and situations throughout your life. Now you are seeking counsel. You are getting in touch with your higher power. You're starting to learn new ways of living, new ways of seeing the world. You are ready so far. I see water and earth. It's very prominent in this reading. I see Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And that also is associated with the World card as well, with the Taurus and Scorpio. But I also see Leo and Aquarius for some of you. This could be some signs in, someone's chart here. Or this could be referring to one of the people that has brought this kind of energy that things have now ended with. You are inquiring the services of an organization here that can help you regain stability within your home. And there are stipulations and requirements that you must meet in order to receive the assistance or receive the guidance that we need. You're abiding by the rules and customs of different jobs that you may be going to interview at, for those of you seeking new work. You show up with all of your documents ready, your pitch prepared, and your craft studied. You could be someone that people go to for guidance. But now the shoe is on the other foot. And we all need a little support sometimes. But you've decided to eliminate things that you know aren't right. You're eliminating liars, cheaters, thieves, someone has tried to come into your life and take everything that you have. But there's definitely a new person here that is making their feelings known. They want a family with you, marriage even for some of you. But there are still some things that you're working through, Pisces. And this could be vice versa as well. You may be dealing with someone here, someone new, who really looks like they understand what it means to commit. And it could be one of these signs here. You know? Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But there are some things that you're intuitively picking up on, Pisces. Alarm bells have been going off. But the tough part about the situation is the lines between intuition and fears begins to blur. There could be some things that you haven't let go of yet. And this could be energetically. You may have decided to, walk away from everybody, but emotionally, energetically, there are still some lingering attachments that are keeping you from letting something end. On the surface, this person seems to be very even-keeled. They have a good head on their shoulders for the most part. And this new person, you know, they're making it known. For some of you, it could be a Scorpio. You know, you're dealing with this manipulation, this type of stale energy. Let's clarify these. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so we have the Devil. So we have Capricorn energy popping up here. And for a while there, you felt bound to many different toxic situations and relationships. There's someone here that likes to have their cake and eat it too, so they always have many people in rotation. This person is very greedy. Usually in the upright, the Devil represents sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You could have been dealing with someone that was like that. Very karmic. You guys just couldn't seem to get away from each other, no matter how toxic and trapped everyone felt. Now, what's done is done. Someone is avoiding taking responsibility for their role in things, their part in the demise of their relationship. But they said whatever they had to just keep you hanging on. Ten of Wands reversed, but not anymore. Ace of Swords, not anymore. All of these offers could be expressing interest, it could be sexual interest. They want a relationship. Maybe you're running into people where the dynamic is more physical than it is an emotional connection. Someone could be involved with another person for money rather than establishing a genuine bond. And while you're stepping back, you're contemplating everything. You see the truth. You wield your sword. And now you're getting your own justice. You said all you had to say. You didn't allow this person to break you down. You didn't allow all of your circumstances, things that may seem insurmountable, you have gone within to really look at what it is you want out of life, what it is you want out of love. What can you do to help attract that? So, you willfully ignore the cups being offered to you because you know right now it's not the time, and there's a time and a place for everything. Karmically, you were paying off debts. It could even be those that you were involved in. They were paying off their karmic debt. Now you're starting to understand that this has only made you stronger and wiser in the end. You're doing away with what is not essential right now. You're focused on the practical when it comes to your focus and your efforts. You're not putting it into other people anymore. You've already seen how that goes. So now I see you could be looking for work, sending out your resume. You could be getting communication from a lawyer here for some of you, and discussing the details of your case, discussing the evidence that you'll need, the documentation to support your case. Some of you are receiving word about new jobs, setting up interviews. And the news that I see here is very good news. Could be news regarding finances. You're dealing with a landlord here for some of you that, you know, is like, all right, you got to pay up, you got to do something, or we're going to have to take action. It's been stressing you out. You could be in a position where it's taken a lot longer for you to find something new, and it's put you back a bit. You're not really resting all that well from everything that's on your mind. The anxiety is overwhelming. You're thinking about everything at once here with this card. That's your challenge. You're tormented here. You could have been dealing with people that just told you things that they felt like you wanted to hear, and now you're starting to see that very clearly. Now we have the Ace of Wands reversed. If you were having a physical relationship with someone, or if someone has made a proposal, hey, you know, I'll take you out, you know, maybe we could, you know, get together, have a few drinks, have some fun. You decide, I don't want that. Creatively, there's a disconnect. There's a loss of motivation. You don't want to take the initiative anymore. There could be some delay regarding money. I see some fiery energy showing up here. So I see Aries, Leo, Sagittarius popping up. Some of you could be dealing with your mother. You realize that holding on to this type of relationship may do more harm than good. So you decide, let me move forward. For some of you, it could be a Cancer here, or here we have Sagittarius with the Temperance. You realize that you have a lot to offer. You're friendly. You are A wonderful mother for you mothers out there that may be dealing with these energies. You're very friendly, inviting. You are ambitious and focused. You're in control. And by moving on, your life starts to shift into a positive place. You start to see that your projects are gaining traction. You're starting to see more success in your pursuit of a goal, a dream, a job, whatever your vision is. You're taking action. You're looking at what needs to be eliminated from your life that doesn't support and benefit your long-term goals and your bottom line. There could be a lack of organization here when it comes to getting your ideas in order and coming up with a concrete plan. How am I going to execute this? Financially, things are extremely chaotic. There are imbalances for sure that you're trying to correct. Get organized. And by letting go of all of this, you're doing yourself a huge favor, because now you can focus solely on you and your happiness rather than someone else's that don't deserve it. I see earth energy here popping up. You could be dealing with someone here where you decided to turn this person down. You know, there's an extremely manipulative air about this person. They like to control people or to feel like they have control over people's emotions and just over everything that they say, think, feel, how they view things. They want to have control over all of that. There could be someone here that is viewing the other as an object. Or maybe they feel as though they are superior than the other, and you decide, you know what? I don't have to put up with this. I put up with it because I cared, but now I really don't give a damn. This is someone that can be extremely abusive. This could be related to family because, you know, this is a heavy emphasis on pentacles. So this could be family and workplace where there's a lot of abuse going on, a lot of toxicity. They're very domineering. I see some air energy coming out, so everybody's here. Now we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Some of you guys could be receiving communication from this person. Or you yourself could be the one reaching out to this person and letting them know, you know, the jig is up. I'm not satisfied. I'm better off on my own. There are a lot of other things that I need to do. All of this here is just bringing more instability. So let's just call it. So old situations, new situations. You're doing what's best for you now. And after what you've been through, you're certainly not interested in getting involved with somebody else right after that. Knight of Chalices. You could be dealing with a substantial amount of debt that you need to pay back here. Some of you may be feeling like your finances have been completely out of control. Maybe there's more going out than coming in at this point. You regain your confidence. You regain your control. Someone may be coming in with money even. Someone could be helping the other financially. Maybe someone owes the other person, but the other person is not paying their debts back. Someone could be trying to use money to manipulate or sway your decision to be single. Maybe they feel like, you know, maybe if she sees how helpful I am, she can't help but move forward with me. You guys end up picking up on something intuitively with this Queen of Chalices. You have a full cup too. You know, you're nurturing, you're loving, you know, you're very charismatic. But you're also an empath, and people may think that they can hide their vibration, but nope, can't hide that. And even if on the surface things looked, you know, pristine and, you know, promising, you trusted your gut on certain offers, love offers. And these are more in reference to the new offers. You see that it will only cause chaos. It will only bring more destruction. So you've decided to go ahead and make your exit. You're standing your ground about it. You know, you're deciding that all of these choices here, it's just too confusing. Because everyone's trying to appear a certain way, but you know who's genuine and who's not. And the only thing that you are certain of, Pisces, is your money. And right now, I do see that you are going and pursuing new opportunities, and I do see that they're coming to fruition for you. But now, there are those of you dealing with divorces. There could have been some cheating going on. Found out about someone else. Found out they were already married. All the while they were causing hell between the two of you. So now you've broken it off. You are having to rebuild your foundations here. It's like you're leaving an old job for a new one. You're awaiting a decision here about some new opportunities. And right now, The bills keep coming. You're working on paying off any debts for those of you dealing with that. It's just a slow process. That could also be the source of anxiety. You know, certain delays in getting financial assistance from an organization or regaining financial stability, paying off your debts. Maybe you've been a little too generous in certain relationships. And while you're left with barely anything for yourself, they're off trying to find the next gravy train. Five of Swords. So, it's interesting because this Eight of Wands here, very swift movement. You could have decided, all right, I'm done. There's nothing else we need to discuss. You know, no need to argue like we have been. Let's just call it a day. Because all of this right here, King of Swords reversed, all of the deception, all of the abuse, verbal abuse. For some of you, if you're dealing with family references to this energy, you could be dealing with physical and verbal abuse, emotional abuse on some level. And you're having to liberate yourself from all of this. You're having to block off communication. This is someone who abuses their power. They abuse their position in people's lives. So if it's a parent, you know, they take that role to the extreme. Especially in matters of the heart. Someone could be more focused on sex than having a real relationship, but they're pursuing you under the guise of wanting that, wanting a commitment. But now, Nine of Pentacles. I see that abundance is coming to you when you least expect it. You're focused on yourself. All the good karma that you have racked up over the years, it's coming. You just got to clear the clutter here. Let go of any and everything that should have been gone a long time ago. Here we have the Emperor reversed. Some of you could be dealing with a mother and a father. Where we have more male references. So for some of you, it could be a fatherly figure or someone at the very top of a company here who's very rigid. They see things their way and that's it. There's no discussion. They're not open to anyone else's point of view. They think that they are right about everything without considering anyone else's input. It's all about the pursuit of the self, the pursuit of getting whatever they want from whoever they want, regardless of how it makes them feel. They say things however they want to say them, and they don't even think twice about the other person's feelings. They don't even take it into consideration. But let the shoe be on the other foot in this situation. This person would be up in arms about the mistreatment. See, they only see slights against themselves, but they can't see when they do it to other people, or maybe they do see and they just don't care at this point. They have the power to do it, so they're just going to do it. Very narcissistic energy. You are moving away, physically and emotionally. For some of you, you guys may be moving homes. Find a new apartment, leave an apartment for a house. Maybe you're receiving word about, hey, you know, you qualified for the house, or you got the mortgage, or whatever it is that you're seeking. Jobs. You've decided that all of this controlling, manipulative, toxic energy wasn't worth the money. It wasn't worth that peace of mind of knowing, oh, I'll be able to pay my rent this month, or I'll be able to pay my bills, I'll be able to save up, do this, do that. You felt trapped. There could be some things regarding jail for some people, where someone could be paying for someone's bail, or someone may have manipulated a situation and landed the other person in jail. There could have been some domestic issues within the family that could also refer to somebody having to suffer the consequences of their actions. There's definitely watery energy that is expressing how they feel. Confessing what they want out of this whole ordeal. They're expressing what they want out of the relationship. But it's a very young energy, very immature. You could be clashing with new potential partners because of that. The maturity levels are not the same. With this, a lot of references to family, home, and finances. There's a lot of upheaval for some of you. Now we have this where everything that you're trying to get done at home and work, it just, there's an imbalance there. Now you're focused on taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, because you've already spent time nurturing everyone else and you saw where that ended up. So now you're focused on that, but you're still trying to regain balance. Could be if you do receive financial assistance, right when you get it, it's all gone anyway. Definitely some court proceedings for some of you. There could have been some issues with custody battles. People using low down, dirty tactics, lies and deception, manipulation to try and get the outcome that they want. See some Libra energy with that as well, with the Justice here. There's definitely court costs that are breaking the bank. You could be feeling left out in the cold by people that called themselves your friends, family, everyone. You're trying to regain financial stability, regain that sense of abundance that you had prior to all of this. And it's going to take collaborative efforts. You're going to have to work with some people here. There could be other people that offer their help. You could be inquiring about grants, about some sort of contract where you're able to pay things off. You're able to pull yourself out. The assistance you receive, it helps. It helps you climb to the top of this financial mountain that you seem to be looking up at for some of you. Some of you are going to be starting training soon, and you realize that most of your time is going to go to work, and you'll feel like you won't have time to come home and take care of your duties and, you know, be able to wake up the next day and still keep that momentum going. It's a slow process of making all of this right here is what I feel. But those dealing with divorces, somebody's going to end up losing a lot of money. Cleaning house. Or, you know, getting child support. Someone could have found out about cheating going on. And they decided, oh, okay, well, now that I have proof, I'm really about to clean you out. You take from me, I take from you then. You're going to pay for your child. Whether you want to or not. Now we're going to get the law involved. Oh, yeah. This has become an extremely long reading, Pisces. But all of this, just know all of this is coming to an end. The pain that you were feeling for so long is coming to an end. So I put the deck down. She popped out, the High Priestess. Secrets are revealed. Again, you're able to tap into that subconscious part of your mind, into your intuitive abilities. You're able to see past the surface. You're not taking things at face value. You're starting to see things that are hidden, kept a secret, kept quiet. All of these areas in your life, although painful, they happen for a reason. And that reason is now you can focus on you and how you can get what you want. It's taught you to stand up for what you deserve, what you believe, to stand up for the truth. And you may run into people that ain't having it. They're not very happy about it, and, you know, they want to bite your head off rather than having a level-headed, mature conversation. But that's because this person has not been genuine, or there could be people not being genuine. They're caught. And this is the type of person that just can't accept defeat. But karma is coming. Justice will be served. You will come out of any of these financial challenges that you're currently facing. You will find the assistance that you need. You'll be able to find new opportunities to be able to continue to handle your business. This was a very long and intense reading, Pisces. There's so much. I felt it before I even drew a card. There's so much inside. There's so much going on around you even. It's a lot. You see the truth to all of this. You may not want to look at it in the face, but it's here. And everyone has no choice but to accept things as they are. Everyone has to go their separate ways. It may leave you feeling lonely or feeling like it's a serious loss. But you know that you're better off on your own. And you have a lot that you are catching up on. You got to take care of. It will take a concerted effort on your part to not allow what you've come out of to taint what you're now going into. There's a lot to look forward to. It's just time to let go of the things that cannot be changed. Focus on dotting your I's, crossing your T's. Make sure you have all your paperwork with you when you need it. And everything will work out. Other than that, I hope that you guys keep your heads up and allow yourself to feel what you feel, but don't wallow. Because once you release all of that dead weight, energetically and emotionally, the sky is the limit. Don't worry about them getting their karma, because they're going to get it. It'll take some time, but you know. Heal yourself. Now, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. And thank you guys so very much for the likes, the comments. I appreciate the feedback, and I'm glad to know that I'm able to help you guys. You know, if you guys feel that someone else could use these messages, pass it along. And until next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.